Adrian O'Brien here, back with a brand new video. And before we jump into today's video, make sure that you subscribe. It's free and I promise it won't hurt. Just go down there, the red button that says subscribe, make sure it says subscribed with a D at the end and it's gray. That's how you know you've done it. And yeah, I'd appreciate that. So, moving on from my plug to go subscribe to me on YouTube, which you should do. Today's video is going to be talking about the death of social media marketing. And let me preface this video, guys, by saying that I hate the term social media marketing. I hate the term social media marketing agency, SMMA, all that stuff, because I really just believe that if you're doing this properly, it's so much more than just social media. And at the end of the day, social media marketing, I believe, is a very saturated business model that everybody and their dog is trying to do these days, especially since Tai Lopez released his course back in 2017 and everything like that that's kind of contributed to the popularity of this business model. Now, this business model is not popular for no reason. There wouldn't be thousands of people doing it if it wasn't making them any money. For me personally, I started a social media marketing agency in high school. I hit 6 figures in revenue my senior year, and that's what kind of proved the concept to me. That was back in 2017. So to jump right into the answer for the question that's in the title of this video, is social media marketing dead? The answer is yes. The way that social media marketing was done 2 years ago or even a year ago is dead. It does not work the same way anymore for a number of reasons. Number one is because of saturation. There's just so many people doing it in the marketplace these days. It's becoming commoditized and productized. And number two is the fact that the platforms that these services are executed on are changing each and every single day. Right now, in July of 2019, Instagram is changing like so many different things on almost a daily basis right now. And Facebook, had the whole Cambridge Analytica scandal about a year ago, and there's just so many different things that are happening in this space, in this social media, digital space, that are out of our control that will affect the business model of social media marketing. So, notice I didn't say that it's completely dead. I said that the way that it used to be done is dying off, and it's not nearly as easy to close clients and retain clients and charge for those services that people used to be charging for. That's managing people's Instagrams and Facebook pages and boosting posts and getting them more engagement on their posts. And people literally in 2017 were selling boosting posts for $1,000 a month. They would close a restaurant client and they would boost a post to get more engagement, and they would say, hey, look, Mr. Client, we reached 10,000 people with this advertisement. That's awesome. And that used to work, but now there are so many tools and there's such an awareness around this now. Every single business owner has heard of social media. They understand what it is. They might not understand how to use it. They might not know anything about it, but they know of it. And it's not as mysterious as it used to be. It's not as easy to sell a business owner on shelling out money and pulling out their credit card for these services anymore. Now, what is easy to make a business pay you to do something? What makes logical sense that a business, or anybody for that matter, would pay you to do, right? So if you're paying somebody money, you want that investment to make you more money, right? Very simple concept. That's what investing is, okay? You are putting money into something expecting a return on that investment. So where a lot of people are going wrong is they're starting a social media marketing agency and they're providing services that aren't providing value and a direct ROI to their clients. And so it's a very simple fix to this. You just simply have to get good at something that provides an ROI on whatever you're charging for that something. And so the new way that social media marketing is working, for me, I call myself a digital marketer, as you'll see in my Instagram bio, and I call my agency a digital marketing agency. And so the new way that you have to kind of go about offering these services is results driven, okay? Every single service that you offer, everything that you're selling to businesses should have some sort of tangible result that has an ROI associated with it. Now, I'm not saying that every single thing that you do for your clients has to bring them a certain amount of dollars. That's not at all what I'm saying. There are still services out there that are intangible value that you can provide that people will pay for, right? If you are building up an email list, for example, that's not bringing a direct ROI. You're spending money to acquire emails, probably on a landing page or something of the sort. But it's important that you communicate with your client, okay, this is what we're doing. We're gonna collect emails, and then we're gonna use those emails down the road to remarket to these people and eventually get them to convert as a customer. So the ROI still exists, it's just not direct, and it's not from that marketing activity specifically. It's more of a broader play, and it's kind of integrated into the marketing plan of whatever you're doing for them. And so there's a couple useful tips that you should have taken from that statement that I just said. And number one is communication. Make sure you're communicating with your client. And number two is plan. Plan out exactly what you're doing. Plan out your marketing campaigns. Plan out your strategy for each and every client that you're working with. And that's super important. So guys, here's a couple different services that I recommend offering. And these are the services that my agency specifically focuses on. Number one, lead generation, and not just any lead generation, but lead generation with an automated appointment follow-up sequence. And what I mean by that is if you're generating leads for a business, right, you're bringing them new leads, if those leads aren't converting into customers, then you might as well be doing nothing, right? They have to, number one, be quality leads, and number two, they have to convert. Even if you're bringing them quality leads, if they're not walking in the door, if they're not walking into the business and pulling out their credit card and becoming a customer, then they're essentially useless anyway. So that's the number one service that I would recommend offering. Number two, if you are good at e-commerce, if you're good at getting people to pull out their credit cards on a computer for an e-commerce product, that's another thing that if you can get good at, you can charge very high premiums for. All of my high-end and high-ticket six-figure clients that I've ever worked with and that I currently work with are e-commerce companies for the most part. And what I'm able to do for them is I'm able to go online and go to Facebook and Google and these different advertising platforms and run ads for them that are bringing them a direct ROI on the ad spend that we are spending. So that's a great way and a very simple business model to get into. If you're doing e-commerce management and e-commerce advertising for an e-commerce company, it's very simple because you can track those results, in Google Analytics and Facebook Business Manager and all these different tracking tools, and you can create a report at the end of every month and say, hey, look, Mr. Client, we spent $100 and we made you $250. It's simple math, and as long as you can do that and repeat it and do it consistently, you're never going to lose that client, right? And so that's on a fundamental level. I know this is a very basic video, and if anybody is saying, hey Kieran, I knew all these things, then I apologize for that. But there are a lot of people out there that just simply were overthinking this perhaps, and they're still trying to go out there and sell people on social media and boosting posts and things like that. And if you're doing that, it's just a matter of time before you're going to completely dry up, because there's just not enough businesses out there that are going to pay for that. And if they are, it's not going to be for a very long period of time, because there are so many agencies out there that are doing things that are results driven, that are bringing new customers and new leads and everything that is actually valuable to a business owner. And as soon as you can learn how to do that, your value is going to skyrocket, your agency's value is going to skyrocket, and you're gonna be able to charge a lot more money and get a lot more clients. And so I hope that simple explanation was useful for you guys. Social media marketing as a whole is not dead by any means. You just have to learn how to adapt and offer products and services that are going to actually be useful to your clients and grow their business while you grow yours. And that's all I got for you guys today. It's a Friday here, so I hope you all have a great weekend. And again, if you haven't hit that subscribe button yet, make sure you go do that. Drop a like on this video and comment if you have any suggestions for future video topics. Look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Peace.